Morning all, welcome to Grandad's Allotment. Right, morning everybody, back on the plot today. It's 18th of February. It's not too bad, canny day. I've been and bought some more of my straw bales, so I brought them along and some compost and stuff, and I'm going to crack on and move stuff around. First of all, I'm going to put the kettle on. See you in a bit. Right, first thing I'm going to do is get the kettle on. I'm using the rocket stove today because I've got no gas left. So get this going. Twizzles going. Right. Kettle on. Right, that's the kettle boiled. Cover. I'll show you what I've been up to. Right, I'll show you what I'm up to. Right, so I'll show you what I'm up to. I've been and got another 4 straw bales and some of my compost for my seed sowing. So them 4 bales are going to be part of my straw bale veg. And originally I was going to do it in these ones here because they're starting to go, but what I've thought of is I'm going to use some of the pallet collars, because two generally fit in, just to keep them in place, so when they do sort of break down they're contained. I'm going to have one there, and I'm going to move these strawberry planters and that bed there, so I'm going to have another straw bale veg there and another one here, contained in sort of pallet collars. I will tackle those beds and rebuild them, but they've got my blueberry cuttings in, which I took over the winter, and seems a shame to disturb them at the minute. And that's got some perpetual spinach in, which again seems a shame to do that. And these have got my onions in, so they've got stuff in at the minute, so I don't really want to disturb them. Yes, that's desperately going to have to be done, but I might just replace one plank on the side there for the time being. So I'm going to sort this bit out first, drink my tea, and then I'll show you where I'm up to. Right, that's the first one done. I filled up the strawberry beds over here. New strawberry bed anyway. And I'm gonna sort this one. Right, let's crack on. Right, that's the second one dug out. I now know why I don't dig into the garden anymore, because I'm absolutely knackered just moving them 2 beds, to be honest. But just got to move the strawberry planter that's going over by the orchard, and another pallet collar in, and get the straw bales in. But I'm going to put the kettle on as well. Right, that's the other bed in, just in time for the kettle boiling. So I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and something to eat. And a quick pot noodle. Right, I'm going to finish this and have something to eat. Right, a quick break, cup of tea and my pot noodle. I'm absolutely covered in straw, but I'm absolutely knackered as well. That's why I don't do digging anymore. I've not been too good over the Christmas, health-wise, and this is really the first time I've been back in the allotment and done any sort of manual graft. But never mind, I'll get better. So, cup of tea, eat my pot noodle. I'm not going to do much more of the day. The straw bale beds are in place. I'll do a separate video about that, about how we set them up, because you've got to start them inoculating and stuff, and getting the start and break down and make compost basically. But they're in place. I've done them with the bands going around, as opposed to like top to bottom on the bands. It doesn't really matter. I've heard it, you can do it either way, because when it's baled you've got like the short edge of the straw on the ends, and then the flat bit of the straw on the top. Depends on which side you're using, top to bottom. It doesn't really make any difference at all which way you have them round. But I've put the bands around the side, and what I'm going to do is put some more bale and twine to hold the 2 bales together as well, because as it starts to rot down it'll start to spill out. So I'll do that when I start and set things up and start and inoculate them. You've got to feed them with stuff to get them starting to compost, so seaweed feed and lawn feed and all sorts of stuff, just to start the breakdown of the process. But they're out now, so they'll get the rain, they'll start and get soaked. There is a few gaps in each of the beds down the sides, because they fit nicely widthways in the pallet collar, and but lengthways there's a bit of a gap. So I'll probably just fill that with soil and put a few strawberries or something in there, just to fill up the space so that they're nice and compact. I wasn't really going to do the pallet collars around them, but I've got them, and I just think it'll keep it contained. Once they start and break down, you know, and rot away, they'll fall apart. And the idea is next year, when these are done, they'll just go onto the beds as mulch over the winter, and then get some more bales. So each pallet collar bed, each straw bale is £4, so it costs us £8 per bed to do, to fill a pallet collar. If I was to use compost to fill the same size pallet collar, I would probably use, for one pallet collar depth, probably about four bags of compost. It's £7 or £8 a bag, you know, so you work it out, it's, you know, it's half the price and I'm twice the height. So 2 pallet collars, you know, maybe 10 bags of compost, you know, it's not worth it. I mean, I didn't put compost at all in any of my raised beds. They've just been built up with mulch and spent compost from every year goes in at the end of the year. And you saw what I dug up. It is good soil. I'll show you when I get around. I've had well, I'll tell you how much it takes to fill, because I've got 4 30-litre buckets out of one pallet, half of a pallet collar depth, which was that bed there. So that's like 120 litres of compost for half the depth, so 240 litres to fill one pallet depth collar. So yeah, it's quite expensive to do it that way if you're buying compost. But let's say I've never bought compost to go in the beds. It's always spent compost, either with potatoes or tomatoes or whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm going to eat my pot noodle now, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, so like I said, I've filled up the pallet collars with the straw bales. Each straw bale costs us £4, so that's £8 to do a pallet collar. The depth of the pallet collar, which I don't know, 6 inches, would take roughly, well, that's those 3 30-litre pots, and that one, so another 20, I don't know, came out of half of that depth of that pallet collar. So you can imagine how much it's going to cost for to fill a bed with compost. That strawberry bed's been filled, that'll have the new plants in. I'm going to take some of those out. I've moved the strawberry planter to here, the tower. That needs refilled. The 2 strawberry beds, they're going to go in there and get refilled with some new compost and stuff. I might do a bit of painting on the legs and stuff first. The 3rd straw bale veg will go in here, and let's say I'll just tidy these up at the moment until I'm ready to plant them up, and because I've got the onions and stuff in there. So that's it for today. I'm going to head back home and do a bit of planting of my seeds in the greenhouse. I've just got some more compost, so I'm going to take a bit of that home and some pots and stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you all later.